Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. It is me, Jim, Sandman Mystery Comics. The wife is sick, and so we didn't do our date today like we normally would on a Saturday. Go hang out and eat and walk around and, check out what is called Old Town here in Hemet. And for some reason, they're not doing the street fair they normally do. So I just told her, you get some rest. I'll go pick up our comics from the LCS. So I did that. Had a good talk with Ambrose. He's a great guy. He is a very unique owner of a comic shop. Not only does he personally know people like Scott Shaw, which is Captain Carrot, if you don't know. And if you don't know Captain Carrot, oh man, just forget it. Stan Sakai, Usagi Yojimbo fame. Okay. And he even submitted a story. He showed me the original art for it to Stan Sakai for like a backup feature for one of his Usagi books. He liked it a lot, he said, but he doesn't know if they're going to use it. He knows David Booher, excuse me, creator of Kanto, lover of, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, the old cartoon that used to be on that we grew up watching. Really good guy. I got to meet Scott Shaw. I got to meet David Booher, but I have not yet met Stan Sakai. I hope and pray someday Stan will be in the store so I can meet Stan and have umpteen books that I have of Usagi Ujimbo back in the pod signed. That'd be awesome. And so on the way back, because when I go somewhere I have a one-track mind, I found this brand new antique store that just opened this Monday in my town. And yes, they had comic books. Now, I'll be up front, guys. The comic books were incredibly way overpriced. Like Wolverine books that everyone has that you could find probably in $1 and $2 bins for like $9.95 and crap like that, But I did manage to find a few gems, and I'll show those as well. And then when I came home, there was a box waiting for me, and that box was from another dollar sale, or from the same dollar sale, and they split it in two boxes, I don't know, from mycomicshop.com. So I will show those off. And if you see that in the background, these are books for my wife. That cover on Hercules, that is done by Ambrose III. His son is Ambrose IV. Look at that. He is an incredible artist. This was a blank cover. Disney Hercules #1. Beautiful. This was done by the owner of my LCS. He is talented. He's got Swamp Thing there. He's got Popeye. He's got all kinds of stuff that is just off the hook. I have his Scarlet Witch #1 that he did. It's in the pod. And it looks just like an Art Adams thing because he's even signed it Ambrose after Art Adams. Very cool. But yeah, look at that. I picked that up from my wife. She's going to love it because she likes Ambrose too. Yep. Very cool. And then I also got her, because she loves Martian Manhunter, so she's got Martian Manhunter #1 now. And then the last issue of that Sherlock Holmes, The Dark Detective, #4 of 4. All right, so that was the haul for my wife. Mine's a little bit bigger, just a wee bit. Um, you know what this is? Yeah, I had to get the facsimile. I don't have 250 to spend on a high grade copy of this, and I get to read it and enjoy the Neil Adams art, so it's all good. And yep, this is on my pull list. JSA, gotta have it. JSA number 6. Not looking forward to reading this though, not at all. I'll explain why some other video. And then Green Hornet and Miss Fury number 2 with Francovilla covers, and number 3 with Francovilla covers. Beautiful stuff. When I saw this, I knew I had to get it, and I told him to put it on my pull list. Solomon Kane, number 1. Oh, yeah. Dude, it's Robert E. Howard. Robert E. Howard. Conan, Red Sonja, Solomon Kane, Brack McMorn, and Cull, just to name a few of his awesome creations. And wait till I talk about Pigeons from Hell. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to read this. And yes, it is put out by Titan Comics, the British company. And they supposedly did justice to the Conan the Barbarian book. It's supposed to be really good. So what did I do? I grabbed as many as they had on the new shelf. They didn't have any in the back issues. I got a number 1 for cover price, and this is the Stanley Art Germ Lau variant cover. That's number 1. Number 1. And then I jump all the way to number 12. So I need 2 through 11. If anybody has them, let's trade some stuff. I do my claim sales and whatnot, so let's trade. I want to complete this. Conan the Barbarian, 12, 13, 14. Yes, that's a Jay Lee cover. 15. And this one's Mahmoud Azrar. 16. And this is Colleen Duran. And then 17, and this is Roberto Della Torre on the cover. 18. And this is Derek Robertson. And then lastly is 19. This is the newest issue. And this is another great cover by Roberto Della Torre. Yeah. Look at that panther. Awesome stuff. Okay. So that's the new comics. Let me get these in order. Okay. I also did a little digging in their back issue bins and got 2 books. You heard me, I'm sure, on other channels raving about Aftershocks The Bee Quest. Well, I found a couple of more issues of it. It's only a 4-issue miniseries, so I found issue number 3. And issue number 4 to end it. So now I just need number 2 to read the whole gosh darn thing. Okay. Now to show you what I got from the antique store. It's only 3 books, but I felt they were worth it. They were put out by Russ Cochran back in 1986. Beautiful condition on these. And I think I overpaid a little bit. These are EC Classics. magazine size with cardback covers. So I got Weird Fantasy #1, and as you can see there, I paid $11.95 for that. I don't know. It's $4.95, so I was thinking, $10 was right, but for 12 and it being #1, okay. And it is beautiful. It is in great, perfect, wonderful shape for being nearly 40 years old. See? Clean with a sheen, ladies and gentlemen. Now, these are not going to be for sale. This is for the PC because these are magazine size. And I really get to enjoy the Wally Wood and Joe Orlando and Feldstein and Al Williamson art in a larger size. I can kick back and read these and not worry about the condition of the comic book. These can kind of take a licking and keep on ticking like the old Timex commercials. Oh, yeah. All right. And then I got Weird Science #1, which was EC Classics #2. Now, this one I only paid $9.95 for. I had no problem with that. I was originally only going to get this because it was $9.95. And this also, beautiful condition, phenomenal Wally Wood cover. And they had a cover on the back too. Just awesome stuff. Wood. Can't go wrong, man. $10, giant size, And it's like 2 issues in one. I'm loving it. Just, ooh, yeah. Can't go wrong on these classics, man. This is the good stuff. And yeah, see? Russ Cochran, not Gladstone. Russ Cochran, 1985. So yeah, $10. That I was happy to pay that. And then this last one was $12.95. I was not happy to pay it, but the wood cover got me. You guys can let me know if I overpaid on these. Okay. In fact, you too, Metaraj or Metarog. I need you to tell me if I overpaid on these magazine size Russ Cochran EC reprints. The price, one was $9.95, one was $11.95, and this one was $12.95. This is EC Classics #7, Weird Science Fantasy. And I believe this is Weird Science Fantasy #1. Let me double check. Yep. And it too is beautiful. It is clean with the sheen. Wally Wood cover and on the front and Feldstein on the back, man. Just wow. Look at that. It's beautiful. My goodness, Mrs. Nakamoto. You're beautiful. She blinded me with science. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, guys. You know that song. It's the good stuff. Thomas Dolby. All right. I'm really happy to have these in my personal collection. These are for the personal. Everything I'm showing is the personal collection, guys. It's not going to be showing up in a claim sale. Okay. Now, lastly, comes from a small stack from mycomicshop.com in a small box that was sitting on my porch when I came home. All right. And you know how I love my indies from the 80s? A lot of this stuff is indies. In fact, all of it, except for 1, 2, 3 books, is indies. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. But to me, this first book is always an indie. That's where it started in 1983 with Renegade Press. This is Miss Tree Quarterly Special from DC Comics, issue number 2. I showed you issue number 1 before, where she's leaning on the windowsill and you get to see her silk stockings and whatnot. And it has Backup by Midnight, which is a great character. I was very happy to have these in my collection. I'm trying to get as many Miss Trees as I can from the Renegade run, from the Pacific Comics run, and so forth. So for a buck, couldn't pass it up. And then I really, really, really dig the Eclipso storyline they did in the 90s at DC, with Bart Sears doing the art where he was taking over and it was a major event, and then they gave him his own book. And they had issues 2 and 3 in the dollar bin, so I grabbed them. Look at that. It's Bart Sears, man. Mr. Turok. How can you go wrong? And he does. He makes Eclipso just look evil and mean and nasty. And the only other artist I know who really did that was Tom Mandrake. Look at that. There he is in issue number 3. All Bart Sears goodies. Goodness. Goody goodness. Very cool. Very, very cool stuff. And then, Robert E. Howard, Cull. So I got Cull number 5 now. So I'm slowly getting into my Cull stuff. All right, and next up, from 1992, we have The Sting of the Green Hornet, number 1 and number 3. And I was very happy to find these. These are from Malibu Comics. He was one of the protectors. He was a Centaur hero. Centaur comics are very hard to find. They were only around 2 years. And they had a lot of heroes like the Phantom of the Fair and Arrow and Airman, who had wings and all that. Malibu was able to use them because they're all in the public domain, made a team called the Protectors. Some of them they changed. This is one of them. This is actually the Phantom of the Fair, but they made him this creepy guy called Gravestone, which is very cool. So I got as many of those as I could find they had for $1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 3 polybagged with a card. Number 4. Number 6. And number 7. Very, very happy to have these. Very cool. And then lastly, I had to get this because it's Pat Broderick art and it's PC Comics from 1984. It is the Sunrunners number 1. Man, Pat Broderick. Look at that. Patrick Broderick, man. Dude was so ahead of his time. His art is so on point. Yeah, gotta love it, man. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Share the video if you like. Hit the thumbs up if you like. If you haven't already, subscribe if you like. The only thing you gotta do is be good to yourself and be good to others, And when it comes to comics, hey, buy what you like, read what you buy. That way, no matter what happens with comic values, whatever, if you're into all that silliness, you're happy. Because that's what it all comes down to, is, does that bring you joy? Does it bring you the happiness? I love each and every one of you. God bless each and every one of you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.